Microsoft's own Windows 11 update is breaking PCs right now. And what makes this one different from every other problematic update we have covered is that this time, Microsoft themselves are telling you to uninstall it. If you installed KB5074109 and your Outlook has stopped working, your apps are throwing error codes, or your system has become genuinely unstable, then this video is for you. But before you go ahead and uninstall anything, there is something critical you need to know first. Because if you do this in the wrong order, you are going to make things significantly worse. Stay right there. Before we get into it, if this video helps you out today, please hit the like button and subscribe to Tech Reporter. We cover these kinds of urgent Windows issues every single week, and subscribing genuinely helps us reach more people going through the same problem right now. Now let us get into it. So let us start by understanding exactly what happened here, because the story behind this update is important, and it directly affects how you need to handle the fix. KB5074109 was released by Microsoft on January 14, 2026, as part of their regular Patch Tuesday security update rollout for Windows 11. It was pushed as a mandatory cumulative update, meaning Windows 11 automatically downloaded and installed it on devices running versions 23H2, 24H2, and 25H2, including Enterprise and Education editions. Shortly after, widespread installation reports started flooding in from users experiencing serious problems that were not present before the update. Microsoft acknowledged the issue officially on their support page, and rather than waiting for a full fix, they pushed an emergency out-of-band update called KB5077744, designed to address the most critical problems caused by KB5074109. An out-of-band update is significant because Microsoft only releases these outside their normal Patch Tuesday schedule when a problem is serious enough that it cannot wait until the next regular update cycle. The fact that they pushed one here tells you everything about how significant this situation was. The problem is that even after installing KB5077744, many users are still reporting the same issues they had before. And this is why Microsoft has now gone a step further and officially recommended on their support page that users who are still experiencing problems should uninstall KB5074109 entirely. That is an extraordinary position for Microsoft to take publicly. When a technology company tells you on their own official support page to remove their own mandatory security update, you know the situation is serious. The symptoms being reported are varied, but there are several that are appearing consistently across thousands of affected devices. The most significant and most widely reported issue is Outlook breaking completely for users who have POP account profiles or who use PST files for their email storage. These users are finding that Outlook either refuses to open entirely or crashes immediately on launch, which is a critical problem for businesses that depend on Outlook as their primary communication tool. The error code appearing most frequently across affected applications is 0x803F881, which is showing up not just in Outlook, but in other Microsoft 365 applications and even in basic Windows tools like Notepad. Nvidia GPU users are reporting driver conflicts introduced by this update that are causing display errors, resolution problems, and in some cases complete loss of stable video output. Remote support and remote desktop tools are repeatedly signing users out mid-session and refusing to maintain stable connections, which is causing significant disruption in managed IT environments. Microsoft 365 applications beyond Outlook are also failing to launch correctly, with Word, Excel, and Teams all appearing in reported issues across community forums and Microsoft's own support pages. Now, before you do anything else, the most important first step is to pause your Windows updates immediately. This is critical because KB5074109 is a mandatory cumulative update, and the moment you remove it, Windows Update will attempt to pull it back down and reinstall it automatically. Open Settings, go to Windows Update, and set your updates to paused for the maximum period available in the Settings panel, which is 5 weeks. Do this before you uninstall anything. If you uninstall the update without pausing first, you will find yourself back in exactly the same situation within hours, because Windows will reinstall it automatically on the next update check. Now here's where the situation gets slightly more complicated than a straightforward uninstallation, and you need to pay attention to this part carefully. If you installed Microsoft's emergency out-of-band patch, KB5077744, attempting to fix the issues from KB5074109, you cannot directly uninstall KB5074109 right away. The out-of-band patch sits on top of the original update in Windows Update's dependency chain, and must be removed first before the original problematic update becomes available for uninstallation. So the sequence matters enormously here. Open Settings, go to Windows Update, go to Update History, and then select Uninstall Updates. Look through the list for KB50777744 first. If you see it listed there, you need to uninstall that one first before doing anything else. Select it and click Uninstall. Your machine will restart as part of this process. After it restarts and you are back on the desktop, go back into Settings, Windows Update, Update History, and uninstall updates again. You should now see KB5074109 listed and available for uninstallation. Select it and click Uninstall. Allow Windows to handle the removal completely through its own interface and let it restart your machine when it asks to. After that second restart, your system should be back to the state it was in before either of these updates were installed. If you did not install the emergency out-of-band patch, KB50777744, and only have KB5074109 installed, then the process is simpler. Go directly to Settings, Windows Update, Update History, Uninstall Updates. Find KB5074109 in the list, select it, and click Uninstall. Let Windows complete the removal and restart when prompted. One restart should be sufficient to restore your system to normal functioning. For users whose machine has become so unstable that they cannot reliably reach the desktop to uninstall through Settings, there is an alternative path through the Windows recovery environment. If your machine is failing to boot correctly, Windows 11 will automatically enter the recovery environment after 3 consecutive failed boot attempts. You will see a blue screen with the options Continue, Troubleshoot, and Turn off your PC. Select Troubleshoot, then Advanced Options, then Uninstall Updates. From here, select Uninstall Latest Quality Update, which covers cumulative updates like KB5074109. Windows will remove the update and restart your machine. This method is the safest approach for removing an update from an unstable or non-booting system because it handles the removal cleanly without risking further corruption of your system files. After successfully uninstalling the update or updates, there is one additional step that is worth taking to make sure your system is fully clean. Open Command Prompt as Administrator by pressing the Windows key, typing CMD, right-clicking on Command Prompt in the results, and selecting Run as Administrator. Type sfc/SCANNOW and press Enter. Let this run completely without interrupting it. The System File Checker will scan every protected system file and replace any that were corrupted during the problematic update installation. Once it finishes, run dism/online/cleanup-image/restore health and press Enter. This connects to Microsoft servers and downloads fresh copies of any system files that the local scan could not repair. Running both of these tools after uninstallation ensures your system files are clean and reduces the risk of lingering instability caused by the partial or corrupted update installation. For users specifically dealing with the Outlook issue, there is a targeted fix worth trying even before going through the full uninstallation process. Open Control Panel, go to Programs, then Programs and Features, find Microsoft Office or Microsoft 365 in the list, right-click on it, and select Change. From the repair options that appear, select Quick Repair first and allow it to complete. If Quick Repair does not restore Outlook functionality, run Online Repair instead, which performs a more thorough restoration of all Office components. This resolves the Outlook POP account and PST file issues for some users without requiring the full update uninstallation, and is worth trying as a first step if Outlook is your primary symptom. For users experiencing Nvidia GPU errors after this update, open Device Manager by pressing Windows key and X and selecting Device Manager from the menu. Find your display adapter under Display Adapters, right-click on it, and select Update Driver. Choose Search Automatically for Drivers and allow Windows to find the most current compatible driver version. If updating does not resolve the display issues, right-click the adapter again and select Uninstall Device, making sure to check the box that says Delete the driver software for this device. Restart your machine and allow Windows to reinstall the GPU driver fresh on the next boot. This two-step process resolves the majority of GPU-related conflicts introduced by this update. On the question of how long to keep your updates paused, the honest answer is that it depends entirely on how quickly Microsoft releases a properly tested replacement update. Given that they already pushed one emergency patch that did not fully resolve the situation for all users, it is reasonable to be cautious about rushing back into automatic updates. keep an eye on Microsoft's official Windows Release Health dashboard at aka.ms/Windows Release Health. Microsoft updates this page when they have confirmed a fix is ready and available through Windows Update. When you see an official confirmation there that the issues with KB5074109 have been resolved in a new update release, that is your signal that it is safe to resume automatic updates. Until then, keeping updates paused is the correct and responsible approach, and your security risk during this period is manageable. The vulnerabilities that KB5074109 was designed to address have existed in Windows for a significant period of time already, and the short-term exposure while Microsoft prepares a properly tested fix is considerably less risky than continuing to run a broken system. If you need to extend your update pause beyond the 5-week maximum that the Windows Settings panel allows, you can do this through a registry modification. Press Windows key and R to open the Run dialog, type regedit, and press Enter. Navigate through HKey Local Machine, then Software, then Microsoft, then Windows Update, then UX, then Settings. Look for a value called Flight Settings Max Pause Days. If it does not already exist, right-click in the right-hand panel, select New, then DWORD 32-bit value, and name it Flight Settings Max Pause Days. Double-click the value and set it to 90, which gives you a 3-month pause window. After making this change, go back to your Windows Update settings, and you will find you can now pause for significantly longer periods, giving Microsoft adequate time to release and validate a proper fix. That is the complete process. Pause your updates before doing anything else. If you installed the emergency patch KB5077744, uninstall that first, then uninstall KB5074109. If you only have KB5074109, uninstall it directly. Use the recovery environment if you cannot reach the desktop. Run SFC and DISM after uninstallation to clean up any residual corruption. Apply the targeted Outlook repair if that is your primary issue. Update or reinstall your GPU driver if you are experiencing display problems. And monitor aka.ms/Windows Release Health for Microsoft's confirmed fix before resuming automatic updates. If this video helped you today, please hit the like button and subscribe to Tech Reporter for more of these urgent and practical Windows guides every week. If you are still having issues after following everything here, drop your specific situation in the comments below. Tell us which version of Windows 11 you are on, which symptoms you are experiencing, and what steps you have already tried. I read every comment and I will help you personally. See you in the next one.